Yo, what's up, guys? Kiko'S here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome back to a brand new podcast, a brand new Kiko's Corner. And in today's episode, as you guys can see on the title, it's mainly gonna be answering your guys' question. I posted a video on TikTok saying, hey, you guys know I have a podcast, you guys know I do this, and I wanted to specifically answer whatever questions you guys may have. Because I know for a while a lot of you have been following me, and there's a lot of new ones, new people, new fans, new followers that have not listened to the podcast or are just too new and they don't really know who I am or like simple questions like that. And also, but also, we're gonna be talking about the games that happened today and the games that are happening tomorrow, and then after that, we're gonna make it to the questions. So if you were one of the people that submitted the questions, first off, I highly appreciate you. But two, just stay until the very end, and we're gonna be answering most of them, or just stay for like the next 7 minutes, and then we're gonna probably be talking about it. But as always, just a reminder, make sure to leave us a review. Bro, if you guys all leave a review when you listen to this podcast is just gonna skyrocket and we're gonna grow such a big community and such a good vibe and everything. But I need you guys to help it. I need you guys to just drop a follow, drop that 5-star review on Spotify or iTunes, wherever you get the podcast. And also, if you're on YouTube, hey, how are you? You can see me and you're gonna be able to see the comments. But I need you to subscribe. So a reminder for you to go ahead and subscribe and drop a like on the video. And as always, follow me on all social media. I'm Kiko'S everywhere. And also, shout out to our boys, our sponsors, our partners. Chalkboard, the best daily fantasy sports platform, the best one I use in the betting community. They have your own plays. You can do higher or lower when it comes down to players, but then you can set up your own line. So if you're doubting that, let's say LeBron drops 25, you can bring it down to 19, pair it up with another player, lock it up, make some money, and then that's it. And if you use code Kiko, you can get up to 100% matchup, up to $100 on your. Ooh, it did that thing. So I'm trying to figure it out how I'm gonna do with this microphone. It randomly disconnects. So if it did it right there, I'm sorry. I caught it, but I didn't think it was for a while. But I did catch it. So that's something that we need to keep in mind. But besides that, with all the sellouts and everything, let's just get it out of the way. First thing that we have to talk about today, Girona. What happened? You dropped points against Athletic Bilbao. I thought you were gonna compete with us the whole season. What happened? Now, in all truthfulness, in all truthfulness, let's be true. Let me talk like Tio Kiko right now, which I coined that for some reason. Like a lot of people are calling me Unc on TikTok and on Twitter. I'm gonna call myself Tio. Because if I'm going to embrace it, might as well be a Tio Kiko and not a Unc Kiko. Because Unc, there's only one Unc, and that's Uncle Shannon Sharp. I'm Tio Kiko. Athletic Bilbao did Real Madrid a big favor today by beating Girona. Athletic Bilbao at home has only been defeated once in La Liga, and that was us. That was Real Madrid. And when it comes down to the all competitions, I think they're yet to lose. Let me see. Let me check that just to be safe. So in all competitions, that's it. They haven't lost at home in Copa del Rey and they haven't lost at home in La Liga. That is crazy. They're basically a lock, a guarantee to win every single game just against us. We happen to beat them. But they did us a big favor because we needed that to basically build a cushion after we dropped points yesterday against Rayo Vallecano, which is always a hard game for us. Away from home is always hard. But Athletic Bilbao, I want to give them the roses. Iñaki Williams, Berenguer. I remember I was watching the game and they played good, all around good against Girona. And Girona almost pulled off the draw at the very end with, I forget who took the shot. and one of the Athletic Bilbao players got on the line and just hit it out. But the whole fans were going insane, insane. But then again, Unai Gomez was great. Berenguer was cooking. Guruseta was really, really good. And then Iñaki Williams, the forever available. It's going to be crazy. And then Dovbik didn't really have the best of games. Didn't even have a shot on target. Tijankov scored the goal. And then Eddie Garcia, Mr. Eddie Garcia, Mr. You're gonna be a Ballon d'Or next year. Vinicius now playing in Girona. Oh, how the gray have fallen, how those statements came back to bite him. But now La Liga is looking really, really good for Real Madrid. We're looking at Real Madrid at 62 points and Girona at 56. As long as Real Madrid doesn't collapse, we'll be. All right, we're back. Sorry for that. Like I said, I'm trying to figure that out, and this time it fully went mute. But like I said, they did us a favor. They did us a big favor, and as long as Real Madrid doesn't collapse, we should be fine. We should be fine. But I'm gonna let Ancelotti and the team just do what they need to do because we have a lot of injuries, so it's not gonna be an easy task whatsoever. As of tomorrow, we have Champions League games. By the time this goes out at 10 in the morning, as always, all the episodes go out at 10 in the morning Eastern time. We have Atletico Madrid versus Inter and PSV versus Dortmund. I already made my prediction about it. PSV versus Dortmund. I think it's gonna go. It's gonna be a couple goals, probably like maybe like a 2-2 or like a 2-1. I think PSV could get the result at home. I think so. If not, it's gonna be a draw, and then I believe Dortmund is gonna go through for the whole round. But I'm gonna keep it a stuck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm not watching that game. That game is gonna be the most ignored game unless you're a PSV or Dortmund fan because the other game, Internazionale de Milan versus Atletico de Madrid, that is two underdogs. That is two of the teams that could eliminate any other club, and they're eliminating each other. It's insane. That is so freaking good. That is so entertaining, and that is such a good matchup. Inter de Milan, number one, first place in the Serie A. Lautaro Martinez and Thuram are cooking. Kanahoglu is playing in his prime. And then overall, just everyone else, bro. Everyone else is just looking insane. Everyone else is just let me look at the lineup. Barella is gonna cook. Kanahoglu is gonna look good. Di Marco, arguably, if it wasn't because of what's his name? Not Frimpong, the other guy. Grimaldo. If it wasn't because of Grimaldo, Frimpong might be the best left back in the world right now. And he has a say to be the best left back, best left wing back in the world. And then the whole defense is gonna be good. Jan Sommer is an amazing goalkeeper, and Lautaro Martinez and Thuram has been great. But then Atletico Madrid, on the other hand, we're talking about they're what, fourth in the league right now, fifth in the league, fourth in La Liga, and then you have Griezmann, amazing player. Llorente played striker the other day, he did good. Coque, Rodrigo de Paul, Saúl, the whole defense. We know that Diogo Simeone, El Cholo Simeone, has always been good at it. 26 goals conceded, 50 goals scored, 24 goals difference, 16 games win. Bro, they're good. And if I'm correct, they're in a bad form. They won 5-0 against Las Palmas, but lost against Sevilla and lost against Athletic Club Bilbao in Copa del Rey. And the game before that, we tied against them with that one goal by Morata, Llorente at the very, very end. So they could have lost 3 in a row before winning against Las Palmas. So who knows? But then, bro, Inter Milan has been on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 game winning streak. That is insane. That is insane. That game is gonna be fantastic. I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. I think Inter is gonna win. There's a random Manchester City game tomorrow against Brentford. We know who's gonna win that game, but at the same time, the fact that they schedule that during a Champions League game, it's insanity. I might bring that up in La Liga Business Schools. I'm like, okay, like how much money do you lose by doing that? Like, why would you do that? Like, what's the purpose of it? But besides that, if you're on Spotify, I'm very sorry. I'm gonna be reading the questions out loud. But if you're on YouTube, again, sorry for that. I'm gonna try to edit that the best I can for the silence to just not be unbearable. But if you're on YouTube, like I said, you're gonna be able to read the questions. But if you're on Spotify, don't worry, I'm gonna read them. So I posted that video of saying like, hey, I have a podcast. Ask away, whatever you wanna know. And then we have 41 comments. So 41 questions. So I love you all. If you made it to the video, I wanna see if you're happy with my response in the comments. But let's go one by one. The Foodie Lad, my boy. Shout out to him. I think he just got 10K. I think he just hit 10K followers. Or 11K by now. Let's see. He has 10.3 now. Shout out to him. Like that. Perfect. Hope this looks clean enough. I think it does. Alright. But second question from my boy, Graham. The TikTok creator, the TikTok filter creator that carried summer on his shoulders, ask which outfield player do you think will make the best goalkeeper, and which goalkeeper do you think will make the best outfield player? Okay, which goalkeeper do you think will make the best outfield player? I think that's pretty easy. That's gonna be Manuel Neuer. I think that's everyone's answer. Which outfield player do you think will make the best goalkeeper? Camavinga. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But I think, honestly, think a lot of players, outfield players, will be good. Harry Kane tried. Kyle Walker tried. I think, what was it, Fernando or Melo that tried? But I think Camavinga has a shout after seeing that one video that went viral. And then, what match and or player made you become a Real Madrid fan? As you guys know, but Prince Ryan doesn't know this, but I didn't become a friend because of a game or a player. I became a friend, Real Madrid fan, because my best friend, may he rest in peace, and his dad, may he rest in peace. They were both socios and Real Madrid fans since they were kids. And when I was little, my best friend, I would go to his home, watch the games together with his dad, and then the story goes on, bro. Like freaking, what game made me fall in love with Real Madrid is a different question, which I probably would think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I've been in love with this team for a while. Maybe the. I don't know. I don't know. Like, there's so many games, but like the games that I think about are not the one like are the ones that we won. I don't remember which one game made me think like, oh my god, like this is it. Like, right, like that happened when I was a kid. I remember the ones when we won, but I don't remember the main one, like the very first one that I was like, yeah, this is my team. But I became a Real Madrid fan because of my friend and his dad. Made the rest in peace. What do you think of Ronaldo's time at Juventus? Asked by Kicking It with Kevin. Um, Underrated, ignored, pushed to the side for some reason. Ronaldo in Juventus was one of the best strikers Serie A has ever seen, one of the best players Serie A has ever seen, and overall just ignored because the project wasn't good, or because Juventus just collapsed after that. Because a lot of people always think that, oh, the Ronaldo collapse, or like Ronaldo ruined Juventus. He won the league his first 2 years, and they didn't win until the third. At that point, it's not Ronaldo's fault. At that point, it's just the team's fault. Meanwhile, you have Harry Kane joining Bayern Munich, and immediately they're gonna lose. So which one is it? Because if Ronaldo ruined it in 3 years, Harry Kane is just a freaking nuclear bomb in Bayern. So it's crazy, but I think he was underrated or ignored. Whichever word you want to use. Osim, hey Kiko, when you're finished with the program, you're what type of jobs could you get? Oh well, okay. Hey Kiko, when you're finished with the program you're in, what type of jobs could you get, and what's the potential pay for those positions? Potential pay, bro, unlimited. Could be up to $250,000, $350,000, $500,000. It depends on how high up, what club, and what position I get, right? But the jobs you're talking about, agency, like player agency, club agency, marketing, in the sense of players need a PR team, right? Players need a way of getting deals, partnerships, salaries or better money, right? Better money opportunities. That's where I come in to make their names go up in social media, in the club, or anything like that. That way they can get those deals with Nike, those deals with Adidas, those deals with everyone for themselves. Same thing with a club. I would be growing their social media presence, growing their deals with other companies, etc., etc. So what's the potential positions? Just think about, like, whenever you see those commercials or Instagram pages or Real Madrid getting a deal with like HP, that's all about marketing. So those are the positions I could get, and the money. I'm just starting, so who knows? But like when we saw the breakdown, there's positions for everything, and depending on how high up you get, there's a lot of money involved. But obviously, I'm way too early in the process to know. Um, Arman asks, who do you think should replace Xavi, and who do you think will be a better coach, Messi, Suarez, or Neymar? Probably the better coach out of all three of them is gonna be Suarez, because even though he has a short temper, though, it's probably going to be Suarez or Messi. Neymar, I don't think he's going to be ever a coach, and he was too creative. Messi's just too good, so he's not going to be able to. I don't think he will be like able to understand why some players cannot do stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Suarez, even though I think he's short temper, I think he's the most realistic one as a manager. But that is me. And then who do you think should replace Xavi? Whoever's available that you guys think can afford and will be long term. In my opinion, should be Rafa Marquez. In my opinion. Then let's see what's the next question. With the squad Madrid is building, do you think the treble is achievable in the next 5 years? Yes. 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 Do you honestly think Barca can win the Champions League within 1 to 5 years? Maybe in the last two, if you guys have a perfect next 3 years. But from if you had said 1 to 3 years, no. But fourth year and fifth year, maybe if Laporta and the team and whoever your coach is actually stays and makes sense of it. Who do you think has a better career so far, Neymar or Mbappe? Technically Mbappe. Technically. No trouble, but how do you feel about Madrid never winning the treble sexable? I don't care. Honestly, I don't care, because the day that we win it, which is gonna be in my lifetime, what else you guys gonna say? What else you guys gonna say? Because I honestly don't care. I honestly don't give a single flying fuck about the treble or the sextuple. It's only Barca fans, Manchester City fans, and any, I would say, neutral fan that has, even their club have never won the treble. They're like, oh well, your team has never won the treble. Real Madrid has never won the treble. I don't care. That's a one season thing. I'm so happy you had a really, really good one season. We had really above average 14 seasons that you would trade your one treble to have 6 of ours. Simple as that. Let's be honest. Yes, the treble has been done before. Nobody else has whatever we have. So that's why I never give a fuck. I honestly never do. Because the day that we do it, you're done so. Why is this not moving? Wait 1 second. That is weird. Oh, there we go. Now I did it. Do you think Lamine Yamal is greater than all Madrid player in the future, including Mbappe? Hell no. And like, I really hope Lamine doesn't get injured or anything like that. I really hope he doesn't. Yo, that's pretty good logo, not gonna lie. Thank you. Who do you think is going to win the 2026 World Cup? Probably France. I've always said it's gonna be France or England at this rate, really. What are your thoughts on Al Hilal in the Saudi League, and do you think they can win the treble? Also, another question: do you think Rasmus Holden can overtake Lewandowski? I don't follow the Saudi League enough to have an opinion about that. I know Al Hilal has been cooking. I know Mitrovic is doing amazing with Milinkovic Savic, and once Neymar comes back, you guys are pretty much clear to go through. Winning the treble, that will mean winning the Asian Champions League, the Riyadh, basically the equivalent of the Copa del Rey and the league. The league, I think you guys are gonna win it unless you guys collapse. I don't know about the Asian Champions League. I just don't know. Then, let me be a guess. If you make content and you're legit, maybe one day. Do you actually think that Ronaldo's better than Messi, and are you saying that because you're a Madrid fan? I've never said this in my life. If you guys pay attention to what I say, I think he's greater. I think when it comes down to everything in my criteria, I think he's the GOAT and Messi second. Obviously, when it comes down to just looking at clear things and just like who has won more and everything is Messi and Ronaldo second. But I don't have a problem with whichever one you say. But I think Messi was the better player than Ronaldo, and this is why I say it here. I'm not answering on my podcast because I never said this. I never said this. I never said that Ronaldo was better than Messi. Do you think it's a double-edged sword that Madrid is popular because of tourist fans? No, I'm legitimate studying that the stadium can only fit at the moment. I believe is 80,000, 70,000 people. Real Madrid has about what 150 million fans or something like that. What do you want it to do? You're like, I don't know if you asked this and you're a Barcelona fan or whatever. There's no club in the world that is big that only depends on your fans, because tourist fans are the ones that make your club big worldwide. If you only want Spanish fans, you're gonna go bankrupt and you're not popular. If your only fans are the ones from your town, from your country, guess what? You're irrelevant internationally, which is impossible, because if you're in the Champions League and everything, you're gonna get international fans, and you want international fans. Do you think Lamine Yamal can get a Ballon d'Or in the future? Yes, I do, but like at the same time, I really hope that he doesn't get injured and you guys are not putting that much pressure on him, because it's only Barcelona fans that are saying like all this much, and I'm really worried that this kid gets too many miles on his legs before he's even 18, and then he just starts being injury prone. Talk about current football fans. They're the worst, no knowledge and overhyped players so fast after one game. I don't think that is true. I think you're spending too much time online, and I think you should go touch grass and talk to people IRL, because a lot of people, when you talk to them online, they're not the same people that you're referring to online. Yes, I agree. Online, TikTok comments, Twitter, and everything has to be the most toxic and diluted comments that there are available when it comes down to football and football fans. But there also are they're the loudest, but they're also the loud minority. They only represent maybe what 15-10% of the fan base. Meanwhile, when you actually go talk to the people, you talk to someone that are not kids and they actually watch the sport, they're not casuals, you're gonna understand they're good. But like, you basically just explain what all sports, American football, basketball, hockey, our football, baseball, and everything, are suffering. That a lot of people, they're not watching full games. They're not spending the whole time there. They're only watching people like me and other creators giving their opinion, and they base their opinion on our opinion. So that's why when I give my videos, in my opinion, I want you to create your own opinion. Yes, I'm giving you the facts and everything. I'm sprinkling my opinion over it, but I want you to make your research with the information I give you. And then if you decide that like, hey, based on everything, I actually think this myself, good. But don't make up something, or just don't lie, or don't just say ignorant stuff for the sake of saying ignorant stuff. Shout out to Ratio. He did send me a new logo. I'm not gonna use it, but it's pretty clean. Who's your GOAT? I already answered that. Cristiano. Hypothetically, if Mbappe wins 2 World Cups, multiple Champions League, and Ballon d'Ors, could he be considered the undisputed GOAT? I mean, he wins another 2 World Cups in multiple Champions League and Ballon d'Ors. He's on path at that point. He's in path to do it. Who is the favorites for the next 5 Champions Leagues? For the next 5? I mean, it's definitely us. Manchester City. I'm gonna say Manchester United gets in that lot with all the changes that they're doing. Arsenal, and I'm gonna say Bayern Munich. Boob, cool, but I want some slips. They were not anything. In me vale, the typical kid that like somehow doesn't care but had the time to comment. I appreciate you, dude. But besides that, those were all your questions that you guys left in the video. I'm gonna definitely make more videos like this in the future. I only posted on TikTok. I didn't do Instagram or Twitter, which I should have done, because that was a good old questions. We talked for like 14, 15 minutes only on your questions. But at the same time, next time I'll get a lot more. But besides that, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you made it to, if that was one of your questions, let me know in the comments. I really, really appreciate you, and I want to shout you out. I want to give you a like and everything. But as always, if you made it this far, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.